Hey y'all, so it's been a while since I've done a rifle, so I figured I'd do a fun rifle since we're going through kind of the COVID right now. And what could be more fun than a lever action 22 rifle? So right now I've got the Henry Classic Lever Action 22 rifle. Believe the technical term is like H001 or whatever model number they use, but basically they call it the Classic Lever Action 22. Pretty cool gun. I'm going to go over some of the features and everything, give you my thoughts on it. So starting out with features, I want to say for under 350 bucks, generally is about where you can find them. You get a lot out of these guns. Start out with the one feature that it doesn't have, that I'm glad it doesn't have. That is a manual safety. You'll notice here on there is no manual safety of any kind on this gun, which is really nice because as far as I'm concerned, for the most part, especially with 22s, this is your safety, alright? Especially with a lever gun, stuff like that, the Colt Peacemaker copies that you see. Um, Manual safeties on those style guns really irritate me. Some people like them. I'm not a big fan of them. This gun doesn't have it. Makes me happy. Features it does have, right? Now you do get, one of the nice features is you get a scope mount rail here. You can put any kind of, you can put a rail on here, then put a scope, put a red dot, whatever you're really interested in putting on. It's nice because this gun, if you were going to use it for small game hunting or any time of like longer distance plinking, shooting, whatever you're looking to do, it makes it a little bit easier to do that. Sights on this gun are actually pretty nice. Now I'm going to put a picture in of the sights. You can see from the picture, a nice little sight picture. Look, a buckhorn sight in the rear with a covered front sight, which is nice. Kind of hard to get the angle, so that's why I put the picture in. But other than that, there's really not a whole lot of like insane weird features. It's like 15+1 capacity. Sights are adjustable, in case I didn't mention that. Action is really smooth, and I guess getting into reliability, this gun's action is extremely smooth. That's kind of something Henry's been known for, is having really smooth actions on their guns, especially their 22s, and this is no exception. The gun is fairly reliable. Of course, it's not 100% reliable. Most 22 rifles, it's kind of how 22s work, is you're never really going to get 100% accuracy out of a gun, but I would definitely say that this is a very reliable rifle for a 22. A lot of fun at the range. Loading them is what you'd expect from just about any Henry. It's tube fed, so what you do is you undo the tube here, pull this out, and then you can load your rounds, much like most 22 rifles, and then of course pretty much all Henry rifles. Now of course they have started doing their loading gates on some of their bigger guns. They have not done that with the 22 yet. That would be a neat little addition, but this one is you have to load it via removing the rod out of the tube. So that's kind of the features of the gun. Like I said, reliability of this gun's pretty good. Triggers on these are also very smooth. Really crisp, clean trigger, which is good because again, this is mostly the kind of gun you're going to want to take to the range and plink. So it's a very fun little plinking rifle, especially for the cost. That's the thing is, a lot of good lever action rifles you can easily be looking at $4, $5, $6, even $1,000 depending upon what you're getting. This thing, like I said, for under 350 bucks, you're getting a lot. Finish on the gun. Finish on the gun's actually fairly nice. Nice walnut stock. Again, Henry's known for their nice wood. This one's no exception. Really nice wood on this gun. Really happy with this. One thing I did notice was the receiver here. I don't know how well it shows up, but that's not bluing. That's like, I think that's paint or some kind of coating, right? Doesn't really take away from the gun, and I mean it looks just fine. It's held up just fine, but that part is not blued. Would be neat to see that blued, but again, I guess to keep costs low, they were not able to blue that. I believe the rest of the gun's blued, but that part is not. The other thing, again, another cost-saving thing, and I know this gets brought up as kind of a hot topic, is the plastic parts in the gun. And there are a few plastic parts, for instance, the buttstock of the rifle, don't know how well that can show, is plasticky, rubber, whatever, doesn't really bother me. And then about the only other couple plastic parts is I've heard a couple of the internals are plastic. As far as reliability, again, I've put several bricks of ammo through this over the few years I've owned it, no issues. But the only other parts that I know are definitely plastic here are these barrel bands, right? And I actually confirmed that with a magnet because I couldn't even tell. So I took a magnet and realized that it doesn't really stick to them. So the barrel bands are plastic. Again, not really any big issue, and nothing to really worry about. Yeah, overall, just a very fun little gun. Something I gotta say, this is the kind of gun that you pretty much. The nice thing about these is you can take it out to the range with a brick 22 and shoot for a couple hours, and it's not going to cost you a lot of money. You're not going to have a sore shoulder when you're done. If you're bringing basically any skill level shooter with you, it's something that you can hand off to them and know that it's not going to intimidate them, it's not going to scare them, and chances are they're probably going to have a lot of fun with it. But yeah, just overall, I really can't say enough good things about these little Henrys. Like I said, it's a shame that they put plastic parts into them, but again, I understand that that's to keep costs down, and it doesn't seem like they make any of the super important parts to be plastic. I'm not too worried about barrel bands, or a buttstock pat for that matter. But as far as accuracy, I guess that's the final topic to cover. Usually I have a target to show, but because the ranges have been kind of shut down in my area, I haven't really got out to a range in a while to shoot a target to show you guys. But I can say on a couple of occasions I was out with this rifle, some people would set up some mandarin oranges at 50 yards that they were having trouble hitting with their whole big high-tech arsenal of guns that they were playing around with. And when they got bored and were done with them, I managed to knock down their little mandarin oranges with my $300 and some Henry 22. So definitely a fun little accurate gun, more than accurate enough for small game hunting and plinking. But that's pretty much my thoughts on this gun. It's a very fun little gun. Highly recommend it for somebody looking for something for any shooter of just about any age. And yeah, honestly, I think this gun's probably more fun than a 1022. As fun as a 1022 is, this one I think edges it out just a little bit, even though it's a little bit more money. Just because of, the lever gun is a very American thing, and it's just a lot of fun. But that's my thoughts on the rifle. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them, and have a good day.